To be honest, a single mother is akin to an open, half-drunk bottle of beer. No one wants to buy a bottle of beer that has already been consumed, unless they're extremely thirsty. Even if that open bottle of beer was ever available for purchase, it'll be contaminated and it will most likely sell at a substantial discount. As a result, the best that most young single mothers can hope for is a man in his 40s with 1 or 2 children of his own. Some women are successful in the sexual market because of the young men who don't have children and are unaware of their sexual market value. Men who pursue women who are far beneath their league are usually extremely stupid. Although some of those men might actually be extremely clever and decrease or increase their sexual market value based on their behavior, they realize that dating a desperate woman usually means that she's not going to go anywhere. As seen, some men are so thirsty that they are willing to consume a bottle of beer that someone has already used as mouthwash and spit back into the bottle. He seems to not care because cauliflower is calling him over the phone, and he'll pick up because he's never been able to refuse a girl before. You could try to wake him up, but he's only going to get irritated with you and may start a fight. There's a reason single mothers are single to begin with. The vast majority of rational mothers will go to vast length to stay together with their husbands. After a certain age, a woman's sexual market value plummets into a puddle of use, and at that point she's fortunate to come across a man in his 50s who won't cheat on her. So that's why I believe that so many women divorce during their 20s to their early to mid-30s. They most likely believe there is still enough time for them to make use of their sexual market value to capture another sap and milk him in the same manner. So the first guy pays the money and the second guy also works for them. They'd basically have 2 male slaves. When a woman in her 40s divorces, it's game over. Single women in their 40s are unlikely to have another relationship with a man near their age ever again. She'll essentially remain put until a better guy appears. However, if there are no better men, she will not go anywhere. That's how hypergamy works. If she finds a pricier show monkey, she would branch to him, but if she doesn't, then she'll work it out with her consolation prize and make everything work. But she will always hold him in contempt because she thinks she is capable of doing a better. You can see that by looking into a woman's eyes, the mightiest of men becomes totally powerless. The sexual marketplace filter of a woman will see such a person as a superb find. He's foolish and unaware of his true self-value, and a woman who meets such a man will not let him leave. Consider the following scenario. If you've ever collected anything in your life like Star Wars figures, baseball cards, or any another type of collectible that you are familiar with, you'll never forget that one huge find. If someone is willing to trade a Mark Messer rookie card for a small box stuffed with useless other cards, you're not getting a fair deal. You wouldn't trade it for anything. When it comes to dating women, the most powerful man is not the one that flashes only money, but also flashes around his appearance, youth, and other forms of social status. As older single mothers who are poor will sometimes overlook money in younger men. If they come across a younger man with who's thirsty enough to fall for their stale goods, she believes she can change him to be of service to her and her children, as well be an excellent catch on her arm. She recognizes how fortunate she is to have found him, so he's her own personal Mark Messer rookie card, because he's a one-of-a-kind collectible. In reality, he resembles a bumbling idiot. There are no single mother's fetishes out there, so no matter how much lipstick you apply on a pig, it will continue to squeal. And for the granny fetish, the wife of The Rock's character in San Andreas is divorced with him and dating a billionaire. That is completely implausible. Hollywood is promoting the notion that she can get divorced, become a single mother, and she'll be flying around in private jets with her billionaire husband. And when civilization falls apart, then her ex-husband, the stupid brood, will show up and save her from the end of the world. Yes, San Andreas is a complete disaster movie, but not because of the destruction of California, but rather because of the way it depicts single mothers, that women who have the lowest market value in the world end up with men with the most value. Which is why movies like 50 Shades of Grey is another impossible scenario, because the vast majority of high-value men are only going to look for women who have similar value to theirs, which means young and attractive women without children. Women deal their bodies to men, and men commonly lose their minds to be with the majority of these women. If they only did some basic risk assessment first, then they would see that it's not worth it. Even if she's the sexiest single mother on the planet, it will not work in the real world. As a man grows older and the female drug has lost its effect, or he has pornography as a crutch for getting off the drug, then things start to change. And even if a woman has a sexual market value, at that point it becomes irrelevant to that man. To all those out there listening, if you still want to marry and not be concerned of hypergamy, then go out and date a 91-year-old woman. She is not going to ditch you as she has no better alternatives. Anyhow, that's all I have to say for now. Thanks.